one moment, please. We do want to focus on the accusation. The accusation is the way AJ addressed you about the dues. She played the audio. So you're just flat out, you're saying, okay, well, you're sticking
I
to
think
how
it
you.
was shady. Yeah, Bella, I think it was Kate, shady and condescending. But if you don't mind, if you don't get to it today, can me and Drop do page for page? Like she scrolls down our inbox, I scroll down our inbox and make sure
So,
both of
Your
our
Honor,
But you said
objection,
all
Your
we
Honor.
talked about was
It's a lot of
Diamond, so you was
deflection
lying
going
from
on, Your
Oh,
that.
no
Honor.
problem. We are going to focus on the case
that.
at hand because we don't want to be derailed. We're going to focus
Okay.
on.
Next
Yeah.
week. Next
Bella,
week.
I got a
Thank
question
you.
Yeah.
about this current
Next
topic.
week.
It was
Perfect.
said, it was
I
said
just
that I yelled, "Get your dues in. You ain't never done it before." I
I
played the
lied.
audio. I
can I
played
I
the
ask a
lied.
audio
question that's
I
and
relevant to
lied.
our
proved. I
conversation?
played the only audio and
Kiana,
proved that what was said
I
was
lied.
untrue.
The same way
I
Kiana,
you
when you
lied
lied.
made
about
your
what you said
statement,
about
hold
that
on.
lion too that Bray
I
gave you.
lied. You
You
didn't.
said
Kiana,
You
you should
didn't.
have
You
gave
didn't
it
just
to
Kiana,
him.
yell.
You
You
want to
just
send the
being
police to his
condescending.
house.
hold on, drop. Kiana, when you made your statement before AJ, when you made your statement before AJ about
Mhm,
Trina,
mhm.
was that sincere?
No, what happened was AJ was trying to explain something. I came in the room right as she was
A
talking
yes
about
or
something.
no answer, old
Bitch, you don't
lady.
tell me what the
It's
fuck
a
to
yes
say,
or
ho.
no answer, old
Lord
lady.
Jesus.
I know
All
you're
right,
not
listen.
talking hip hop,
Let's
Harry.
focus. Let's
Girl,
not lose
please. You
focus.
was hip hop Harry. You hated hip
Okay,
hop
whatever.
Harry and you hate the skinny one too,
Whatever.
bitch.
All right, let's go.
Whatever.
Listen, slow down.
Whatever.
We saw how they grabbed the boxes quick. Slow down, y'all. Slow down. Now y'all know how this go. We got everything we need in the audio. Drop, you're up here because you needed to be a character witness for your part that you played in the case. But let's not get derailed. Let's not focus. That's not even why we're here. As far as the messages and all that, that will be a continued case. Sure. The bottom line is AJ wanted to prove how the conversation even kicked off, how her tone was. Kiana, she heard it, and now she feels like it was shady, condescending. Okay? But let's not lose sight of the case. Focus.
I just
May I
I just
say?
Bella, I
asking a
just have something to
question.
say real quick. Sorry,
Hold
Chico.
on, hold on, because I
The
didn't get a chance
tone
to
can
finish,
be
Candy. Hold on, Candy. I only asked about if it was sincere to prove a lack of communication because Kiana is saying that she heard AJ one way, AJ is saying she heard Kiana another way. That was it.
And I wanted to say this also. The tone can be very condescending because she is an adult, not a child. So I just think you should just speak in your regular voice instead of trying to sound very low. Like it can be condescending. Perception is key, and perception is everything. So that's the way Kiana took it, right? But then again, keep my niche out of this because niche ain't in this case. I don't know why I keep bringing up my niche.
Oh Lord,
My
but keep,
niche.
I don't think AJ was being condescending. To me,
no,
honestly, it sounded like AJ was walking on
humble.
eggshells when she was
Yes,
asking her because she did
exactly.
not want to set her off. That's
Yeah,
how me, as an unbiased person who isn't a
yeah.
fan of either, took it. Okay, I didn't hear AJ being condescending.
No.
I heard
More
AJ
importantly,
asking her in a way because she knows that Kiana has a hairpin trigger. So she was like, can you please? Some of y'all don't like AJ, some of y'all don't like Kiana, so some of your biases might be showing on how you heard what was said.
more
I totally
importantly,
agree.
part of the
And
case.
AJ said that she
More
heard that
importantly,
Kiana was
part.
being condescending.
More
Kiana said she
importantly,
heard
I
that AJ
agree.
was being
She go
condescending.
one
So it
minute.
sounded like an issue was brewing to begin with.
She go
That's
one
what I'm
minute.
trying to get to.
More importantly, part of the case is that AJ is being accused of demanding dues. We spent the whole week listening to "I do what I want to do with my money," demanding dues, as if that was the conversation. She also did not demand anything in that audio that we just heard.
That's true. That's true. But Shigo is right. It was brewing because AJ has to continue minimizing herself because she know that the explosive Kiana unalives an ant with a hammer.
I will agree with
She's
that.
explosive, so AJ has to humble herself so that they not fall out. But you people who have some level of respect for a person would do that. I know AJ has a large attitude or temperament, same as I. So I kind of humble myself when I'm in her space so that we don't clash, too hard or fall out because I don't want to fall out with her. But that's not how
But
it is
this is
with
the thing.
Kiana.
This is
That's not how it is
AJ's,
with Kiana.
but it's AJ's panel. So why should she
Exactly.
have to humble herself
Exactly. That's
for
the
a
point I was
person
getting
who's
to.
in her panel?
Exactly. And that's what I was going to say. Kiana should be the one humbling herself to AJ because it's AJ panel. But AJ does not want to fall out
No,
with
I
Kiana.
disagree. I disagree. I think that as a leader, you have to also learn how to serve and humble yourself. I think that the best leaders are the ones who understand that leading doesn't always have to happen from the front. And if I know that in order to communicate with this person in a way that doesn't cause discourse, me to be fussing and yelling and screaming and going back and forth on a panel when I clearly am not in the mood to be fussing with you, my tears were because I already was planning my first event for over a dozen people that I had never met before, who I was hoping I could entertain. I could make sure that everything went without a hitch, and it did. It went off great, but I was nervous and I had anxiety. I know you guys don't understand, but we are people too, the creators. So I was in my feelings about something totally separate, and I had already said that morning. It's on this clip. I can play it. I'd already been saying I'm anxious, so I need everybody to just relax. 2 seconds before Kiana came up and pressed the button, literally 2 seconds, I said, listen, guys, it is a crazy weekend coming up for me, and I can't deal with the anxiety. So I need us to have like a cool, calm, chill day because I feel like, I'm already kind of jumpy. I got a big weekend planned, and I'm nervous. I'd already said it.
How do you feel
So
about Kiana saying that she remade your platform, but she can't remake her own? How do you
I
feel
think
about that?
that I think that it's okay for Kiana to think whatever she wants to think. The JJs haven't stopped coming because Kiana don't come no more. They've never missed a day because Kiana's not there. That's not a real thing in the precinct. So I don't feel a way about that.
Can I say something? AJ, I disagree with you a little bit, but it's towards your point more so. If I go into a panel and host for my audience daily, and every single day, Monday through Friday, I talk about dues. I talk about my event. I even tell people for a certain amount of dues or certain amount of input and support, you will get JJ of the week. We do JJ of the week once a week. You're in said panel every day. This is not your first time being in that panel at all. I would not be so humbling of myself because you should already know what's going on. It's like, yeah, it's my first time coming to you for it. It's my first time coming to you about it after 5 days of you hearing about it every week. Then I'm just going to come to you as normal because it's a normal thing for my platform. I don't think you should have had to be humble in that moment because it's something that's normal. It wasn't Kiana's first time being there and it wasn't your first time mentioning dues. So, and I know from being in that platform myself. So I just feel like, again, it was a miscommunication. Shit was already brewing, and I feel like that was just right time, right moment type shit. Wrong subject.
She does ask for dues every 5 minutes.
See, you're being shady. I wasn't saying that. I wasn't fucking
Shady.
saying
No,
that.
I was not being shady. That's the truth. She does ask for dues.
So, I don't like to ever be on AJ or Kiana